By the right of the council, by the will of the force, welcome back into another episode of the galaxy famous, Halcyon approved Jedi Talk Podcast. You are following us at Jedi Talk Podcast on Instagram, youtube.com/Jedi Talk for all the madness, for everything leading up to our official third version of our translation of the holiday special from Star Wars, which will be this year on Christmas. But I am Atomika here on the high and almost drunk council. Joining me as always is just 2/3 of the regular council, or half of the regular council, because he and Brad make up the regular council. Brad's not here. He's in some major trouble. He's waiting for a jurisdiction to run out in one state. But joining me as always, Mayor of the Halcyon, Evan T. Boucher. Evan, how the hell are you today?
Diga, and good journey. I'm doing good, especially now that there's no lightsabers falling on us today. So I'm checking out your setup. And
not today. Cal's beefy frame and his beefy stick that I hold in my hand.
Yeah, there you go.
Fell. It cracked the other day, and it's wild it didn't take Vader's or the Darksaber or Palpatine's
or a TV
or my TV down with it too. But
which would have you been more pissed at, the TV or a lightsaber?
Probably lightsabers, because
you can replace a TV.
Yeah, and I mean you could replace these sabers too, but
some of them.
God,
some of them are retired.
Ooh, still a little ADHD to start the podcast. A little warm up. Which ones on my wall are retired?
I know Ben Solo is.
So, well, let's go left to right and then bottom. So that's Obi-Wan's. That's Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan. That one's still available.
Yeah.
Kylo's is still available.
Yep.
Cal's is. Ahsoka's Clone Wars are. The Temple Guard is not.
Yeah, that's gone.
Yeah, that is gone. I have that. That's the Garflex. Is that still there? That's the re-release Garflex.
I can't keep track of all of the different Anakins that are out there now. I just have one of them. The one that I guess is labeled Rey's. That's what I have.
That one to me is still Anakin's. It always was Anakin's.
Now, hold on. You're pissing off all the Skywalker ghosts. They're like, hey, now, I own that lightsaber. No, they own that lightsaber. No, we own
that. Was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really pissed off Mark Hamill there. What the hell? But yeah, I always considered that Anakin's before they released it, and to me, it still is Anakin's.
Same.
That one's on here
Anakin's
somewhere.
Anakin's had like 4, so like you can still say it's his. Like, just say the yellow one is Rey, and say the other 4 blue ones are Anakin's.
Yeah. What else? The 2 reforged, the Asajj Ventress and Darth Maul's, are both reforged sabers still at docks?
I think they're gone.
Are they both gone?
I don't know.
I feel like those were on sale not that long ago, if I remember.
Qui-Gon is still there on sale.
Oh, we got to say something about Qui-Gon later.
Yeah,
we'll get to that
in the show later.
The Vader's, they still sell his, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense they haven't retired Vader's yet.
You gotta sell Vader, man.
I know, it's been around forever, though.
It's probably like, I want to know, what is their highest selling saber? I bet it's either Vader or one of the Anakins. Because, I mean, a lot of people think Anakin's is like Luke's, the blue one from A New Hope.
Yeah, but a lot of people, that one's probably tops. But I see a lot of people with the green Skywalker.
Yeah. All the people that are like, I don't like the sequels, but I love only my Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they love Luke's green one. So
I love it too.
Those are probably the top 3. Any of the, I'm gonna count the 4 Anakins, Vader or blue Luke.
I'm with you there.
Green Luke, sorry. All right, those are probably the top.
That'd be
3.
wild to see. Is the
I'm not gonna lie, Kylo is probably a close 4th. Kylo's really popular.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it because he's there, and plus his saber's badass. It's unconventional and it's so cool.
The movies, a lot of people still, even the idiots that say I don't like the sequels, they still go, "That's a sick saber."
Of course they do.
Nice design, a unique thing.
Of course they do. Let's see. That's another Anakin's. Yeah, that one's still there. We were just talking about the Skywalker Legacies over to the left, and then the True Garflex to the right. That just came out not too long ago.
Yeah.
I bought that re-updated Garflex when you, me, and Brad were all on Galaxy's Edge together.
Yeah.
Mace Windu's.
That's gone, right?
If it's there, they sell them in the box with the saber.
Oh, yeah. Like the park style.
Yes.
Yeah, not the Doc Ondar's box.
Correct.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Darksaber is still there, I believe.
Yeah.
Maul's double saber should be still there.
I think so.
That is not Plo Koons that is...
one's Luminara and one's Plo Koon. They're just the same, but flipped.
That's right.
Yeah. And those are both still there, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where the hell did... But no, that's... Oh, that's Kiadi-Mundi's. Okay, so Plo Koon and
Kiadi's is still there, too.
Yes.
In the box.
That one's not that old. So both of them I have. The Darth Tyrannus Dooku's is there, right? But is Blue Ku's still got to be there, I think.
Yeah, but they retired Tyrannus.
They did retire Darth Tyrannus? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm glad I have that one then.
Yeah, that's one of the best, man.
Let's see. I lost track of where we were. That's a Savi's. Sidious.
That's still there.
That is still there.
Yeah.
Savi's, the reforged Skywalker saber, the one that's put together.
There,
I think that's still there too.
Episode 8.
Now Ben's, we know for sure is not
Ben's
there.
is definitely gone. I know that.
That's wild.
For a fact.
That one's one of my favorite designs.
Me too.
Because if you look closely, you could tell that he took
it's just Kylo's.
It's Kylo's. Yeah, it's so badass. Luke's is there. Luke's green one's there. We know the Halcyon saber isn't there anymore. The training saber.
I don't think it is. Yeah, I think you're right.
They sell out of them all.
Yeah, I think so.
I've got one unopened in my closet.
I have 2 unopened. I'm that weird.
I wouldn't say you're
I
weird.
have 1 opened and 2 unopened.
That's fine. And give one to future little Boucher.
Yeah, I don't know if a cat can really wield a lightsaber.
Well done.
It would be amazing if it could.
Hilarious. Ahsoka, the Rebels or the series ones that now
the Disney
no longer
Plus
exist
series.
technically in canon. At least one of them got chopped in half.
True, yeah.
Leia's,
That's still there, right?
which I've had to do some surgery on. I've had to glue those like
The display version?
What was that?
The display emitter or the actual emitter that you switch for the blade?
Oh no! Like the actual like beef of it.
Oh really?
Of Leia's like the paneling that goes in the middle were popping up just because of the weather. Yeah,
a lot of people complained about that.
Yeah. So that's Savi's. We already said Dooku so Qui-Gon's is still there.
Yep, 40% off.
Ooh. Ezra Bridgers, I believe, is still there.
Yeah.
Is Yoda still there?
Yeah.
I'm looking at Yoda's right now.
Kanan and Yoda both still there.
Kanan Jarrus, and then Rey Skywalker.
Yeah.
Her yellow one.
And that's just your not box set ones. You got the box set Cal over there.
So
Ventress over here.
all the box sets are gone now, except for the Len Legacy, or the Ren Legacy.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yep. So the Ventress, the High Republic one, Stellan Gios.
Stellan might still. Well, Stellan is
my
now in a
Ahsoka
normal
one.
box. I forgot. Yeah,
okay.
So I think Stellan is there, but just in a simple normal box.
Okay. So is Asajj Ventress there?
No.
All right.
That's been gone.
Yeah. That was like the priority to get when she was coming out.
Yeah.
Because never going to see those again.
I think it'd be tough, man, between Ren and Savage. Yeah. Ventress. Ren and Ventress are probably my 2 favorite box sets that I have. I don't have that. If that's
the Cal one's my favorite.
Is
yeah,
the only box that I want that I don't have.
Yeah, that Cal one. Oh boy,
that one's beautiful.
Well, anyway, so yeah, there we go. And we started up, and you said we've got we've got some news this week.
That could have been like a whole ass episode, honestly, but
it really could.
That was kind of fun.
It was fun. Like which and now that you've mentioned it, I'm like, which fucking sabers sell the most there?
Winston agrees, man. He's like, that could be.
Yeah, that could be.
But
that could be.
Yeah, I would bet
it's not yours.
No,
it's definitely
I would bet
Plagueis.
it's Vader, and then any version of Anakin, and then Luke, the green Luke.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
you're right. I think you're right.
And Kylo's probably 4th.
So Brad's not here. I wonder what happened to him.
I think I've been poisoned by my constituents.
Maybe he's been poisoned by his constituents.
Possibly.
So we've had a week. How's your week been? This is you and I here today.
I mean, Thanksgiving just happened, so happy.
Oh yeah, happy Thanksgiving to all.
The Earth version of Life Day, I guess.
I guess so.
Yeah, sure.
Everyone's always likened it to the Christmas, like Wookiee Christmas.
Yeah, I can't remember if I said it on the show, but when Life Day was happening, Mom was like, I was talking to Mom on the phone, and she was like, "Isn't like today like the Star Wars holiday thing?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's Life Day," and she's like, "Yeah." Like, what is that? What do you do? And I'm like, "Well, it's kind of like Christmas and Thanksgiving," so I had to like explain it. And I was like, "It's kind of like a mishmash of both."
It's true.
But then I was like, it also came from the TV special. And she was like, "What TV special?" And I was like, "Well, that means George Lucas did what he wanted. He made you forget it existed."
That's right.
So I was like, yeah, in 1978, right? 78 or 79.
That sounds about right, yeah.
yeah, obviously the people listening probably know, but that's when the holiday special came out. So I'm telling Mom about the show and how it was like, it had the actors and that's about it. It was not really, but now it's come about like us fans, ironically, watch it. Ironically, right?
Well, sure. I ironically watch it to make fun of it.
Yeah,
every Christmas.
We were laughing hysterically at it a couple days ago when we watched it.
Yes,
it was insane. So,
yeah.
And then I had to tag the Jedi Talk and the whatever sound it is that Lumpy's making, and I was like, this sounds familiar.
Wait a minute,
I've heard this sound a few times.
Yeah,
so
I'll find him.
we replayed that one snippet like 16 times just to laugh at it.
Lumpy. That's so fucking. It's so fucking funny. Because the first time I was going through the holiday special, doing that 2 years ago in 22, I stumbled upon that noise just by searching. As I wasn't looking for any specific clips. I would go 30 minutes because the thing is long as fuck. I would go 30 minutes, stop, watch. I'm like, okay, I can make something of this.
It's only. It's like 90 minutes maybe, but it feels like it's
a long ass 90 minutes.
Yeah, it feels like it's 3 hours. So, but hey, we watch it because we love it, but we don't love it, but we love it.
How was your Thanksgiving? I think you were at work, right?
Yeah, I was working, but it was a good one. And like, it's weird because now, today, the day after Thanksgiving, like, people are like, actually, like, I'm just saying people that are working there, but like guests even are just like in a better mood.
That's good.
And like,
maybe they all got laid.
Possibly, but not just like on a small level, but like there's this one instance today where there's people on the patio and they were festive, like they were partying, and like one of the guys had like a tuxedo on, but it was like Christmas themed. It was like red and green. It had like the patterns like Santa in it
nice.
and stuff. It was sick. I was like, I kind of want that. I don't think I'd look good in that, but I kind of want that. It was like ugly Christmas sweater, but tuxedo.
Sure, ugly tuxedo sweater.
They all had like theme stuff on today, but they brought mugs with them. They're drinking out of mugs. One of them was the new Trader Sam's mug.
Oh, did you end up doing that?
No, I haven't been.
Okay.
Like the day before, we're not going to get into it, but that announcement happened. This is Star Wars podcast, not a Muppet podcast. So that announcement happened, and I said, oh, well, now I'm not too enticed to go spend money there, guys. Thanks.
Sure, I get it.
So I didn't go buy the mug because...
do you want to talk about that at all?
Maybe if we can get to it. But Star Wars is more important and more fun. I don't like thinking about crappy stuff.
You also know Brad's going to poke at you when he comes back on the podcast about that, too. So.
Yeah. But so they brought a Trader Sam's mug, and they were drinking out of that. But then another mug they had was, I had never seen it before. It was a T-Rex mug, an actual dinosaur mug shaped like a T-Rex.
Was it from T-Rex?
That's what I thought at first.
Yeah.
It had a Santa hat on it, too, sculpted into the mug. So I was like, I got to talk to these guys about this mug. So I was like, what is this mug? Did you get it from T-Rex? Where's this mug from? And they're like, oh, this is from a different bar, like in downtown area for like Orlando. It was called, it's kind of like a pop-up. So one version of it is like Miracle on 34th. But then there's another one they called, I forget what they said it was, but like it's kind of pop-up and stuff. So they were like, this is probably not even sold there anymore. It's kind of like a cycle
interesting
of mugs they do.
It's like a pop-up bar. Was it like a tiki mug? Or just like a mug?
It was closer to like, I love tiki mugs, obviously, and I told him that. I'm like, dude, I love all things tiki mugs, and I love dinosaurs, so that thing is like right up my alley. I need to get one, so that's why I asked where they got it. Like, I was going to go buy one. I'm like, okay, I'll go get one. I'll go drink at that bar in a couple days or whatever. But it's more of like a kind of coffee mug look.
Okay.
It doesn't have a handle, but it looks closer to a coffee mug.
I see.
But
is it like my blackened mug down here?
Actually,
like
I have. It's in the other room. I brought.
Oh, okay.
So I can show you after.
Okay.
But yeah, so then like after I talked to them for like 10, 15 minutes, and I was just like, I gotta go get that Trader Sam's mug because like I didn't yet, but I still don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know because I have the Disneyland one that's red.
Sure.
And I like that one better than the one here anyway. So it's like, why do I need a green one?
But you have the red one.
Yeah.
It's like you have the one that's tougher for you to get right now,
and it's not easy being green. So.
This guy came back with it.
But after talking to them,
where is it?
It comes back.
Sorry.
Hey, the Muppet horn.
Yeah.
Horn. But after that, like it comes back to when I was saying people are in like a holiday spirit. Like they legit gave me the mug.
Oh, no
That's
shit!
Why I said I brought it with me.
When you said that, I'm like, oh, this story's leading somewhere.
So I turned him down like 10 times. I'm like, no, guys, like you don't have to do that. You just told me where it is. I'll go buy one. Like,
fantastic.
I'll go drink in a week or so. And after I turned them down a bunch of times, they said we have an extra one at home. We bought like a couple, and so they said just it's Christmas, Merry Christmas.
Wow!
So I brought the mug with me, and like that just made my entire week, dude.
After they said Merry Christmas, you should have said, I don't celebrate Christmas. I celebrate Kwanzaa only.
Yes.
This white guy saying this to them.
But that's
That's
that was
awesome,
sick.
man.
And like my whole day was turned around because of that. Like I wasn't having a bad day, but I had a great day after that too, just talking to everybody. So like,
Yeah.
it's the spirit of the season, man.
It is, because a lot of people will talk about how holidays are stressful, and they can be. You know, Courtney and I have said to each other numerous amounts of times that we are so thrilled that we're not traveling this holiday season.
Yeah.
Because like this is gonna sound weird, but it's like easier putting my head on the pillow knowing that I don't have to go on a plane for Christmas or Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, totally.
But I know everybody can't afford that. I was able to go out to Phoenix a bunch earlier this year, and then Wisconsin too. So anyway, that's cool. That's cool that the season, people, guests are feeling good, because sometimes you go to those parks and guests are a pain in the padded ass.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and like I said, it wasn't just them. Like everybody else that I talked
That's
to
awesome.
was just in a better mood today. So I don't know. Hopefully it lasts forever. That'd be nice. But hopefully it at least lasts a month or two.
did these patrons know that they were giving a mug to one of the co-hosts of the Galaxy Famous Jedi Talk podcast? Did they understand this?
I don't believe they did, but that ties into another story.
Oh, look, another story, please.
Perfect segue.
Segue. But
A couple
Well,
days
I
ago.
got off easy.
Ooh, P-trap. Hell,
Hey.
hold on, go on.
A couple days ago when I was in Edge, this wasn't Life Day, it was another trip back to Edge. We were waiting. This was when it was like 45 degrees out. It was beautiful.
God,
I was wearing a cape.
Has it
because
not
was
been beautiful
45.
here lately, just in general?
Yeah.
This is why we moved to Florida.
Eh.
Well, weather-wise.
Yes.
You don't get this in Indiana or Chicago, my brother.
Not really. Like you kind of do, but then it's like you get
then it's
negative
gone.
45
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
45 again.
But go on with
But
the
I was in
chlorophyll.
Edge waiting for Kylo to come out because that's what we do when we go.
As
to
one
Edge.
does.
Yeah, as one does. And a family comes up, led by the dad. The dad goes, "Are you Evan?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Evan from Jedi Talk?" And I was like, "Hey." I was like, "Yeah." And he goes,
Shut the fuck up.
He goes, "Yeah, listen to you guys." And I've been listening to you guys. I started following you after the Star Cruiser came out because you guys were doing Star Cruiser content. So,
Sure.
like, that's how he found us. And he said, "Yeah, we listen to you guys all the time. Like, we love you guys." So, like, his name was Matt, too. So, Matt, it was awesome meeting you in Edge and your beautiful family. And
There we go.
your wife's awesome shirt. She had a shirt on that had the Sith logo. And I think it said Sith under it. But either way, I was like, that had to be from Etsy or TeePublic.
Hell yeah.
And actually, no, Disney sold that at one point.
No
I was like,
shit.
I was like, where?
Disney
when?
sold a Sith logo shirt?
Yeah, and I was like,
Wow.
that's too cool for Disney. And they're like, no, we bought that here.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But
That's
it was
awesome. Well,
seeing them and
thanks for
meeting
listening,
them.
Matt and family.
Yeah.
Hopefully your kids don't listen. But
If they do, we apologize.
yes, we apologize.
Sorry.
But parental advisory. No, that's awesome. We appreciate it. That's so cool. Are they local?
Ooh, I did not ask them.
I haven't-
It was Life Day. It
I know, I
wasn't
get it.
Life Day, but it was that week. I was like
Sure.
talking to them about Life Day. And
Awesome.
whatnot, so
It's always good to run into folks on Galaxy's Edge. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad it happens more than it doesn't. Seeing listeners on there. Listeners that listen to us. I don't know where I was going
Yeah.
with that.
Listeners that listen.
The listeners that listen to us.
And I was messaging someone else that we've met through the Halcyon community, and they were just like, they were talking to their daughter about like how they just know us.
Oh.
And their daughter's like mind is blown. She's like, "How do you know them? Like they do a podcast."
What?
And so I had to tell them, I'm like, make sure your daughter knows we're just three idiots.
We're
Like,
three
we're not a big deal.
huge idiots. Yes.
Yeah. And the person they know that, they understand that, but I was like, make sure your daughter knows that we're just three random dudes. Like,
We're the three biggest idiots that ever idioted.
yes,
I promise.
Yes.
I promise you that.
Can I offer you a nice egg in this trying time? Yeah, he's got an egg. You might.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Can we offer you an egg in this nice trying time?
So that's been my awesome week, man. I don't know about you. Have you had a good week? An awesome
Let's
week?
see. An awesome week. Work-wise, this week has been weird for like a holiday week. So it's just in the line of business that I'm in. But, we're at the end of it, thankfully. We're doing Jollywood Nights tomorrow night. So,
Yeah.
and
me another dinosaur
I got
related
you.
thing.
I got
The
you.
Gertie map.
That's awesome. You want me to try to snag you a cookie, too? A Gertie cookie?
Nah, I don't care about that.
You don't care about that? I'm shocked. Like, you would preserve the fuck out of that thing for like 50 years.
I thought about doing that with like Star Cruiser cookies. There are people that did and still have like.
I believe it,
preserved.
yeah.
I ate mine slowly, but I ate them I had a few like a month or two later. So
Okay.
they lasted like a month or two.
Okay.
but-
We're doing Jollywood, so I'll have a nice report on that when we meet. Can you believe our next show is going to be about Skeleton Crew's first 2 episodes?
Dude,
That's insane.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
And that's the bulk of today's talk, is a lot of Skeleton Crew stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
So what else happened this week? Had a really great interaction with. I'll show you the picture with Daisy Duck at Disney. So it was like, oh, like parent stuff this week. It was like, cool.
The Triple D, Daisy Duck Disney.
There you go. Triple D's. Hey.
Fat ass!
All right. That's all 3 new ones I had.
There we go.
Okay. They're all from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, obviously.
Of course.
So that shows God level, God tier.
Do we have the Started Blasting? Do we have that?
No.
Oh, man.
I'll get that one on there.
Yeah.
So I started blasting. But yeah, I guess Jollywood. This week's been pretty easy, so to speak. Was it the new? Did the new Outlaws DLC release? Because I've been playing that every free chance I have.
That dropped like the day that we were meeting to play it.
That's right.
But yeah, we didn't.
That's
we
right.
Didn't, as a group, play that part.
I finished that.
Yeah.
I finished that, and I'll seg you because I already posted this on Instagram. And I'll seg you into this quick thing, but in that DLC for Star Wars Outlaws, there is a Galaxy's Edge reference.
Yeah,
Spoiler alert.
You did post that. That was sick.
Right? Isn't that cool? So, spoiler alert.
Also, why are 2 out of the 3 references in greater media like Lando now? Like in Solo, L3 says it to Lando, and now in this video game, Lando says it. Like I know there's references in other comics and other books, but in like video games and movies,
right? 2
out of the 3 are Lando.
Like, yeah, and Grease says Batu in the horrible first Fallen Order novel that we shall never speak of again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that's good about it then.
Maybe
Grease says that, and Cal is in it.
No, that and the Seer putting the archive together is started. It very briefly started in that book. That was like the only thing that piqued my interest. But anyway, what the hell was I talking about? Oh, Outlaws. So you're on the DLC. So spoiler alert if you haven't done the DLC yet. Sorry, Will, if you haven't caught up to Outlaws yet. Will, listener of ours, caught me in Galaxy's Edge on Life Day morning, actually, and was like, when you guys talk about Outlaws, I pause because I'm not through it yet, and I appreciate that. That's why we say spoiler alert. Come back and listen because this game's awesome. Like, if you've been on the fence about playing it, please go get it. It's on sale right now, 25% off, Black Friday deal. Go get it. So you are part of a Sabacc tournament, like Governor Thornton of the Empire hires you to go in, and you're playing for a moon. You're literally playing for a moon. And Evan reminded me last week that's how Lando won Bespin.
Yes.
Cloud City. Or not Bespin, but that's how he won Cloud City. So you go down, you sit at a table with a bunch of different people, and before that, you're learning a bunch of stuff about them. But as you're walking up to the table, you have to steal somebody's invitation to get in, because the Empire gives you all this money to buy into the tournament, but they're like, you figure out how to get an invitation. So Kay, because right now she's like a scoundrel. She's like top scoundrel because you've done a bunch of shit in the game.
Yeah.
So she figures out how to get an invitation. She basically steals somebody else's invitation, and she's posing as somebody else.
Which is funny because Brad and I started seeing it through you doing this playthrough of a brand new game.
Yep.
And the first time Kay tries to get into somewhere, she's like terribly lying to the guard.
Exactly.
And we were like, not making fun of it, but like pointing out how she was a bad liar. But we mentioned at the time that's her character growth.
Yep.
She's going to go from this bad liar to this ultimate like smuggler. So
and she nails like what you have to do to get the invitation is pretty fucking cool. So you get it, and you're Zara Gara or something like that. I've only played it once. So you sit down at the table, but Lando knows your K-Vest because you two have already interacted with each other earlier in the game, and he's tried to get you over to the rebellion and stuff. So. Because
Lando's with them at this time.
He is.
This is between 5 and 6.
You do a spoiler alert. We haven't gotten to it in our playthrough yet, but there's a mission in Outlaws where you are fighting with Lando and the rebellion.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
So anyway, long story short, you're sitting down.
Flying the Falcon?
No,
okay.
haven't run into that yet.
Okay.
But Kay does make a subtle mention to it in the DLC. She looks at him and says, "Don't you have a ship of your own?" So, I mean, I like everybody knows now because he's in possession of the Falcon at this point, right?
I would guess so.
This is after Han.
Yeah, Han's in Carbonite.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. I guess so. Chewie owns it. I mean, if you really want to. I guess. I don't know. It's kind of how, like, in the sequels, like, does Chewie still own it? Or does it Rey and Chewie? Or I don't know how you really define it, but, like, I'm sure Lando has some ownership of it.
1 quarter.
He owns it in the sequels.
Carflex
owns it in the sequels. So when you're sitting down, he goes, Zaragaro, whoever you are, like, it's something like you owe me from that game on Batu. So it's like that one caught me out of nowhere. I was sitting, it was right here in front of the TV, either Lily was in a nap or something, and I'm just like, oh, like wow.
Nice.
That's so it's so cool to just to get the random Batu drops here and there. I'd like to see it on a grander scale, but
yeah, I would love to, maybe in one of these video games you play a game of Sabak on Batu or something. Like you can go see that game that he's talking about.
I need to get a Kessel Sabak deck because I'm addicted to gambling now.
Hyperspace props is the way to go for those.
Okay,
yeah.
Do they have Kessel Sabak yet?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Oh yeah, they got it like day one. They were just like on it.
Oh, that's so cool. Well, anyway, so you've got a laundry list of things to chat about, and we're going to continue our Outlaws playthrough, but we have committed to doing it when the three of us are together.
Oh yeah,
and the three of us are never not. I mean, lately it's been weird, but it always is like the last 3 months of the year. It's just holidays and shit. So when Brad, Evan, and I are together at my place, we will continue the playthrough from the spots that we ended. So, and then we'll do our Andor watch through.
We got good feedback on that too. People said they enjoyed
they did
listening to us bumble through it.
Yeah, we got some positive feedback on YouTube. I saw Obi Steve, thanks for that, and some other folks just enjoying listening to it, and I love doing it. Commentary's fun because we're sitting there watching this shit, and it could be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, and it's a good way for Brad and I to get this story because we currently don't own it. I mean, one day I'm gonna buy it and play it, but that's probably 5 years down the line at this point with me and video games. So. But yeah, so I want to be able to, I hate saying consume, but I want to consume everything Star Wars. So this is the way to do it now.
Yeah, for sure. So what is the Star Wars news been this week?
The next thing that we can consume, that they're going to feed us on the troughs here, what they do, Skeleton Crew, you mentioned, is coming out next week. Monday now. They moved it up on us.
2 episodes, 9 o'clock.
2-episode drop on Monday.
Will I fall asleep and finish in the morning? Find out next show.
And it's also at Springs. So
it is the movies again,
Yes. Hopefully, if I'm not working, some of our awesome friends have reached out and said they had tickets for me and Taylor to come. So hopefully, I'm not working. I can join them. But
thanks a lot, friends, for not reaching out to me. No, I'm kidding. Fuck it.
So yeah, I don't know. Either way, I'm excited for it because
very cool.
Yeah, 2-episode drop, and I don't think we talked about it, but like a week or so ago, they put out a 10-minute YouTube video of a roundtable.
Yeah, you watched this.
To watch it?
No,
Dude,
so I don't mind.
Me more excited.
Yeah, share why you were excited about this. I never got a chance to watch it. I tend to go in blackouts after the final trailer releases.
Well, I was worried about it too, but it wasn't spoilery, and that's something they're doing now that I don't. This isn't me complaining. I mean,
sorry, CM Punk was trying to.
This isn't me complaining about Disney, which I do a lot, but Disney always does 1 billion TV spots and 1 billion trailers for movies, Disney princess movies, whatever movies. It's a thing they always do.
Don't worry. But so did Warner Brothers for Joker too.
Right, yeah, everybody does it. So it's just they've done a ton for Skeleton Crew since that final trailer, and I haven't watched any of them since that final trailer. But the roundtable was just the one that they did on Disney Plus for Mando, where they had the directors kind of talking about it.
Yeah.
It was 10 minutes of that, and it made me more excited because, in hindsight, it makes sense now. But they were talking about how they went back and watched a lot of old pirate serials from the 40s and 50s.
Yeah,
and I was like, pirate? What? We're doing piratey stuff, and it makes sense now because you see Jude Law in the trailers being you're being hunted by murderous pirates.
Yeah,
it makes sense.
What's his nuts from Mando season 3 is gonna be in this?
Yeah, the piratey guy from I forget his name.
What was his fucking name? He ran away
Vase. Zaid?
Hold, please keep talking. I'll find it because remember when he ran away like a coward, and we're we're probably going to see him again.
Yeah, the rest of his pirate crew got blown.
They got blued up.
Their Davy Jones knockoff captain got blown up in his ship, but it was Blazer, Laser, or Taser, or all kinds of Azers.
His name was Jim, Evan. No, I'm kidding.
Space Jim.
Space Jim.
But they said a bunch of other stuff in this roundtable, but that's what stuck out to me. And I was you watch pirate shorts and serials from the 40s and 50s to get inspired for this show, I'm in. They said, they've said Stranger Things and, all these other
the Goonies,
Goonies and stuff. I'm I don't care about the Goonies. I don't care about Stranger Things. Doesn't get me excited. But then they said pirate. I'm I'm in. You got me with pirates. So
yeah.
And then, of course, Bryce Dallas Howard is involved, too. And
episode 6.
Yeah, and then they dropped all the, the list of who's directing which episodes. So they've been doing a lot of that. Do you have it pulled up?
I can find it real quick, yeah.
So we can mention that. But that I don't know. I was not excited, but I also wasn't over the moon excited.
So this helped you out.
Yeah. Now I'm Monday, man, I can't wait. So hopefully I'm watching it at AMC, but either way, I'm watching it Monday night.
So here you go. The episode 1 directed by John Watts, who is John Watts is he's leading this, right? He's written this, and
and that's another way they've kind of like highlighted it. They were like, he's done a lot of these coming of age young kid kind of stories. You know,
He's done Spider-Man, didn't he?
Yeah, there was something before Spider-Man that he did that everyone was like, oh, this is perfect for Spider-Man, because you did like a kid story about a high school kid coming of age. Like, I forget what it was, but he's known for this kind of stuff.
David Lowery is doing episode 2 and 3. Episode 4, The Daniels. Hate me if I don't know who they are, but let me look real quick. The Daniels, I assume brothers, sisters. Daniels directors. Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert, known collectively as Daniels, are an American filmmaking duo. They began their career as directors of music videos, including ones for Houdini by Foster of the People and Turned Down for What by DJ Snake and Little John.
Wow.
Awesome.
What a background.
What a background is right. So it looks like they're directing Skeleton Crew episode.
Yeah.
Episode 4. Episode 5 is Jake Schreier. I posted this on our socials, on our Instagram and Facebook. Episode 6. This one's got me the most hyped. Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yeah.
She's gotten unnecessary hate for some reason
She
for
did
the
have
episode.
one of the worst Mando episodes, the Sorgan episode.
That episode intro just does to
Sanctuary.
Cara Dune, though.
Yeah, it did. But that's about it.
I
But
know.
that's not Bryce's fault, because she's done stuff since and has been really good. So
Yeah, the 2 out of 3 that she's done in the Mandoverse thus far, that they're highly praised by me. Episode 5,
Yeah.
A Book of Boba Fett,
oh yeah.
fucking awesome.
Dude,
Fucking awesome.
We talked about it a month or so ago, but I rewatched Book of Boba Fett, and
Yeah.
I really like it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm excited to see BDH there. That's New Year's Eve, so and
yeah.
the release before is a Christmas Eve release. So if
Dang.
you're up waiting for Santa, you're gonna be watching Skeleton Crew.
Yeah.
And then if you're up crying because you're not getting kissed on New Year's Eve, I got a joke about somebody's maternal figure there about getting kissed on New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
I'm not going to say
There's going to
it.
be a line waiting for that kiss. They're all waiting behind us.
Yeah, got him. Episode 7, Lee Isaac Chung, and rounded out with the 8th and final episode, John Watts again.
Nice. Man, I mean, we talked about at length the length of these series, but I think 8 episodes might be the sweet spot, and we'll see with this one. It depends on the story, but we will see.
It seems like, for whatever reason, 8's the way they go. Unless you're Andor, and they did what, 16?
Yeah, I forget.
The pirate's name is Gorian Shard.
No, that was the captain.
Yeah, that's the one who's going to be in it.
No, the captain died. He blew up.
Oh,
This like Nikto. I think he's in Nikto. This guy. It was like Zaid. Or
see. All right, so that was my confusion. I thought Gorian Shard was the name of that pirate.
No. That's
My bad.
Davy Jones wannabe.
10-4. All right, never mind. So I thought we had a name of that guy.
Yeah, it was like Zaid or Vade.
Was it?
Or,
Okay.
Or Cave.
Vane.
Vane. That's what it was. Yep, Vane.
Thank you. You were right.
My
bad.
I only vaguely knew that because he was in a Lego set.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Vane. Okay, I'll try to remember that. We'll see.
Yeah. So the round table, good shit.
Yeah, man.
Outside of
we're this close now. Don't even bother watching it
I'm
right
not
now.
going to,
But
yeah.
maybe if in hindsight, if you want to
Okay.
kind of go back. But it was nice for me to see it when it came out and get me more excited. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm in now. I'm all in. So we will see, man. We got a couple days. What is today? Friday.
It is Friday.
Like 3 days.
Mhm.
Oof. And then what do we got after that? What's our next thing?
I believe it's Andor. Yeah. Because April. It's coming out
Yeah,
April
during
22nd.
celebration.
No, yeah, that's right. Kyle's birthday.
Dak's birthday.
And Dak's birthday.
I'm
Yep.
a little bummed because this will be Dinoland's last anniversary, and I won't be in Dinoland on its last anniversary. So,
How are you going to
sucks.
split time between Courtyard and Dinoland?
and Tom Sawyer Island,
Oh, yeah, that too.
and Liberty Bell, and Rivers of America. Like
You're not going to sleep.
it sucks, man. It really
Outside of
sucks.
working, you're just going to be...
That's why I don't really want to talk about it, think about it much, because it's like one is bad enough, man. You just keep piling on all these places that I gotta go savor while I
Yeah.
can. Tabuite, savor the moment, and
There
that's
you
what
go.
I'm trying to do. I mean, after that, I'll probably go to once those places all close. I'll start like living in like, Carousel of Progress a lot more, just in case, and because you never know, nothing's safe. So.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Honest question, though. Like, what do you... I mean, Carousel Progress has to be at least preserved, right? It's a World's Fair thing. I don't know. Nah.
I would, but
Yeah.
you whispered Universal. I've spent like the past 2 or 3 days thinking like I'm inches away from buying one because it's like when Dino Land closes,
Really?
where do I go for dinosaurs?
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, it's like the land isn't great, and the movies, one of them's great, so it's like but it's the only place I can go for dinosaurs. So,
Have you seen the Cute Velocicoaster yet?
no,
It's fucking awesome.
yeah,
It's
I mean
really
I've seen
cool.
videos of it. I know they have like the heads in cages.
The most
so-
realistic dinosaurs I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
I mean, they're from the movies, but they look exactly like the fucking Velociraptors I grew up worshiping.
right.
Yeah,
So
it's so cool. Nice job who did that Q.
yeah, so,
Whoever did that Q.
We're about a year away from Dino Land closing, so I mean maybe in a year talk to me again. We'll see.
Oh, well, hey, we gotta get filming on Endor up there. I sent you and
Yeah.
Rachel that video of that. It looks exactly like Endor and Islands of Adventure and the
Yeah.
Camp Jurassic.
Right.
Fuck.
Right, and that's so funny too. I didn't know that was even a place because, like, obviously, I think it existed first, right? Yeah, that opened
Yep.
before. Animal
Oh yeah.
Kingdom.
By eight years, I think.
So, like, the Boneyard in Animal Kingdom is a lot like that.
It
It's
is.
like one Dino Kids playground closes, so there's only
Camp
one left,
Jurassic
so-
is way better. They have caves
Really?
to go through.
Oh, like the Amber Caves.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen video of that.
You need to go,
Yeah.
and there's like waterfalls in there. I think you would
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yes, a playground for kids.
Yeah. No, it's.
but no, I will love it because I love.
I
the
love
one
it.
here,
It's
so-
fucking cool. Like
Yeah.
we were talking about taking my daughter over there soon again.
Yeah, I wish I could have seen the like walkthrough where they had the Triceratops.
Oh,
I
I remember.
wish I could have. Been
I
there
saw
for
that. I saw that.
You got to do that.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
dang.
I was 7, I think,
Dude.
at the time, because in '93 when I came to Disney World for the first time, we also went to Universal Orlando.
If I somehow would have got to see that as a kid, that would have made me fall in love with Universal. Just that. I'd be a pass holder to this day if I saw that.
I have a picture. Oh, you should have you should have gone when they had the Jurassic Park 30-year tribute store at
Yeah,
Universal.
that store looks sick.
The Triceratops was there.
Oh, really? Like that prop?
Yes.
It wasn't moving, obviously, but still, the full body prop
Yes.
was there.
Yes.
Dang.
Because I remember Courtney was like, "What?" We like walked up to it, and I was staring at it. And she's like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "You have no idea how cool this is."
That's
I have to
sick.
go back and look. I know I posted about it when they came out, but that was cool. Yeah, here it is, right here. Here he is.
Oh, no, that's from, like, the movie.
Oh,
The
you were
one
thinking
in-
of something else?
The one in the walkthrough at Islands of Adventure? They had, like, a walkthrough
Oh,
back in the 90s where, like...
Oh, I
it was like
completely forgot.
it was like
Okay,
a
we were
fake
talking about something
veterinary,
different.
Like, place
Oh,
where they had a full body animatronic, and there was like a vet that was a actor paid that like act like they were checking up on. the
oh, no
Stegosaurus.
kidding. Oh
Yeah.
shit. Okay,
Or Triceratops. Sorry.
okay, okay. So yeah, you and I were talking about two different things.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah, man. I've watched tons of videos on it. That would have made me fall in love, man. If I got to see that as a kid,
That's cool.
because
That's
it was
cool.
like legit. It was like, it's from the book basically. Like a lot
Yeah.
of the stuff from the land, like the river raft ride, is basically from the book. There
Mhm.
was like a section of the book that never got into the movie. So like
Mhm.
that kind of stuff, I love.
Yeah, it's good shit.
Yeah, big tangent there. Big tangent.
Big tangent. That's all right. Major tangent.
But you were talking about Cara Dune earlier.
I was. Oh yeah.
She has made an appearance in a encyclopedia that's coming out.
So do you think that's an intentional blackout being over of Cara Dune, or there was never a blackout of Cara Dune?
No, I think there was.
Yeah,
and
there
I think
absolutely
it's just
was.
her finally like, okay, we need to acknowledge the character exists and let's put her
Because
in
we're
this
about to
new
lose
movie.
money to her in a lawsuit.
Yep. So yeah, I mean it's something. We'll take it.
Well,
it's not what we want.
Didn't Gina in her lawsuit to Disney wasn't part of her stipulate, or she was asking for a job back, wasn't she? She was asking
but yes.
to work again, and there's one thing I commend, if I remember reading this correctly. She wasn't asking for a shit ton of money just to sit on her ass for the rest of her life. She was like, "This, I want my credibility back. I want you to
Yeah.
admit you were wrong and just give me my job back." Like,
Right.
hell, fuck, like,
On a tiny,
How could
tinier,
you-
smaller scale, that's what I wanted
You
to.
could just-
but
yeah, disagree all day with what she said, and she has to live with that. We all have to live about what we say. Okay,
Yeah.
every single fucking person has to live with what they say.
Yep.
And people can learn from that, regardless if you think she's right or wrong. But I think she deserves that if she's found to be, pointed at and found to be, manipulated essentially to get out of the role that she was in because of peer pressure. I remember Twitter that day.
Yeah.
I remember those the fucks, before they weren't on there supposedly. Like, what? Fire her? Why are people still following her on Twitter? Why isn't she fired yet? It's just like Disney succumbed to the pressure. That's all it was.
yeah, and I don't know, man. Like
Because I'm sorry, I'm going on another tangent because, and I'm not trying to, I'm not defending any of these people. Well, the only thing I'm defending is free speech.
Yeah.
And J.K. Rowling, pull up her name. A lot of people get pissed off when you say that name, but Warner Brothers, straight out came and said we are backing this individual. Well, not backing, but they're like, she could say what she wants. We're still going to move forward with working on Harry Potter with her.
Right. Now, like, if somehow they make Harry Potter and it's super offensive and awful and, like, racist, obviously that's bad.
Well, then go after the people who made it in JK. Yeah.
Obviously say that movie or TV show, whatever, is racist. But I don't think that's the case. I think she's saying something bad, but the movies and books and whatever are not saying something bad. So, like, it's whatever. If you're, you can separate the art from the artist. And acknowledge that the artist said something awful and may suck as a person.
Yeah. As long as the artist isn't saying shoot people in the head or saying something awful about hurting people or innocent kids, or,
Yeah.
And I know. Oh, yeah, we're getting off on tangent, but
yeah, it's a fine line. But like, acknowledge people suck and like don't hide it and say, yeah, that person's awful. But you can also be like, but Harry Potter is not. I don't like Harry Potter. But you can say Harry Potter is not awful and is not racist or homophobic or whatever you want, and you can still enjoy Harry Potter.
Yeah.
You don't have to enjoy J.K. Rowling as a person. If they're a good person or not, I don't know. I don't know them personally.
So another good thing about the encyclopedia was they showed a full body Mythosaur.
Mythosaur. Yeah. That's not really what I expected at all, but it's cool.
Expected a bigger penis. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Well, life finds a way, is what they say. So,
yeah.
You got to clone the Mythosaur. That'll be in season 6 or 7 of Mandalorian.
Mythosaur had a great ass.
Fat ass!
Thanks, D. Sweet D.
Yes. But actually, it was a little smaller than I expected.
The actual Mythosaur?
Yeah.
Or the Mythosaur's penis. We have to clear this up for our listeners.
Well, that comes with the territory.
It did come, yes.
Yeah.
40 minutes in.
Yeah.
Told you not to let your kids listen to this.
We're 40 minutes in? Wow.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, I know. With the Mythosaur. It was cool to see because we got a glimpse of it in
Just its head,
Mandalorian
basically.
Season 3, yeah. And then now it's the whole thing. So go out and get the Star Wars Encyclopedia. I know on Amazon it's $37 when it's normally $50. So if you're looking to do that, maybe for somebody for a Christmas gift for the loved one in your life. I don't know.
Now, does that mean it's going to be in the movie?
Ooh.
The Mythosaur, not the encyclopedia, but
Did you see Din reading it on the fucking...
Mendo opens up. Hold on, I got to find out what that is over there. Oh, on page 74 it says it's a Mythosaur.
No. Din's just like looking at Grogu. He's like, hold on, I normally say something to you right now, and then he flips a page and he looks up. This is the way.
Yes.
Yes, I think that's a great call out. With the tease we got in Mandalorian Season 3.
Right.
Why would it not be? I can't wait to see Boba Fett riding that motherfucker.
Yeah, if Boba doesn't,
It's
that'll be a
gotta be
missed
Boba.
opportunity. Yeah. Maybe
Right?
it didn't eventually, but like you got to have Boba do it because speaking of that holiday special we talked about 40 minutes ago,
That's why.
Boba rides it.
I was going to say,
So-
Boba's got to be the first one to do it.
Yeah.
Maybe like Din can't do it, and Boba's like, out of my way, dumbass.
Yeah.
And does some like dance, and then...
Well, he'll probably kind of ride it and learn from his experience and ride it like a bantha.
Like a bantha indeed. That drops on here somewhere, but,
I'm
going to hit this one instead.
It's a direction you can fuck.
Like
Thanks,
a bantha.
Rob. Yeah, like a bantha.
Yeah.
So we got that full-bodied...
The full body, full frontal.
we got the full... That's the name of this episode. Full frontal
Mythosaur.
Mythosaur.
Yes.
Jedi Talk. Full frontal Mythosaur.
As it should be.
Yep.
As it should be.
All right. What else do
on
we
a
have?
much more kid-friendly topic, though, Lego had some sick drops, and before I even saw it organically, Tom sent it in our group chat and was like, Evan, you buying this?
It was Ahsoka's, so of course I saw it first.
Yeah, of course. But it's Ahsoka's Jedi Interceptor, and
It looks so good.
it looks great. And my colorblind ass, in the small picture, I was like, that's Obi-Wan's. I already own Obi-Wan's. I'm not buying it again. And then I clicked on it, and I'm like, oh, that's Ahsoka's. Because Ahsoka was rumored. For the nerds like me, we follow the leaks and the rumors, and Ahsoka's has been rumored for maybe a year or two now. So we kind of knew it was actually going to show up. But here it is. It's coming up in like a month or two. And I was like, once I saw it wasn't Obi-Wan's, I'm like, hell yes, I'm buying that. I don't have that one. I have Anakin's, I have Obi-Wan's, but I don't have Ahsoka's.
Oh, God. Getting Ahsoka, that's like the trifecta there.
It really is the Clone Wars Holy Trinity right there.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I saw a picture today of all the live-action versions of those characters, including the young gal who just played. They didn't do it. They didn't take the picture together. Somebody put it together, but man, did that go hard.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to
Some good
see
stuff.
in live action.
It could happen, dude.
It absolutely could happen, yeah.
Especially with Dave running it. Like, Dave is like, he's given us all the things that we've always wanted to see.
Yeah.
But, I mean, a lot of people are complaining about this Lego with the price of it, which is like, Lego is getting expensive. But at the same time, like,
Everything else is.
Everything, yeah. Well, So, A, everything else is.
Mm-hmm.
But B, you don't have to buy it. And then C, it's like, a lot of us get discounts anyway. Like, if I buy that at the Disney Springs Lego store, I'll get our 20% discount.
Oh, there you go.
So, like, it's $45, and everyone's like, oh, it probably should be like $35. And I'm like, well, with 20% discount, it is $35.
It always should be something. Then don't buy it.
Yeah.
What do you want? Like, I'm saving to move into a house next year, which we are doing, but, saving because that's expensive. But, but it's like you just gotta make sacrifices. Like if you don't want to do something, just don't do it. I don't know.
Don't make sacrifices. Don't make excuses.
Like I said on the podcast, I was getting Ren's lightsaber, the Legacy box set.
Yeah.
And then we made the decision to purchase that home, and then turns out I'm not getting it.
Yeah.
it's just life.
As much as I love that saber, it's one of my favorites. I love it, but like it's better to have a house.
We had a question on our YouTube, and I was waiting for you, either you or Brad, to step into to answer before I did. How much did you pay out the door?
$350.
So it's $350 out the door.
I think I might have said it.
That wasn't
somewhere
base.
in the video.
Okay.
Yeah, it was $350.
So that was after government fee of taxing because of the shit you already paid tax on.
Because like if you look at like the Skywalker Legacy box set that plays music and has 2 lightsabers, that was like $400.
Cal's is basically 2 sabers in one. It was $400 retail and then $425 out the door.
Yeah, still though, like the Ren one should not be $350. I love it.
So it's
one
base
of my favorites.
Base $325. So that $300 retail before tax was wrong.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting. I brought a bunch extra just in case, but I was planning $325, and then when it rang up $350, I was like, $350? You sure?
Yeah.
And it was $350. Yeah. So I don't, and some of that's inflation, like you said, with the Lego thing. Like everything is expensive, everything's going up. But I mean, it's the same box set as the one behind you there, the Stellan Geos
with the comic book. Yeah,
same box, same comic, not literally same comic, but it has like a comic and has a lightsaber.
Does it open the same way?
Yeah.
So they literally just took that.
Well, the last 3 boxes have been the exact same box.
Oh, it has.
Mundi, Stellan Geos, and Ren have just been the same box with a comic with a single lightsaber with a new paint job.
Interesting.
Which is something they've always done with action figures and stuff. And I like these box sets, and I think that's a smart way to do it. Just use the same style and just repaint it. I'm fine with it. But like when the price keeps going up astronomically, it doesn't light up, it doesn't play music. I don't understand.
Doesn't bleach your asshole. I don't know.
Well, if you try hard enough.
Yeah, it could.
Yeah.
There's a lot of blood involved on that corner. That's why that corner is red and the other ones are white.
Well, yeah. I mean, they say bleeding the Kyber is the hardest part, but they're wrong.
Bleeding the Kyber is the hardest part. Thank you, Tom Petty. That joke was brought to you by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Yes, of course.
Rest in peace, Lucky from King of the Hill. I wonder how that not spin-off. I wonder how that revival's going. But the voice of Dale passed away, though, so I don't know how you do it without Dale.
Yeah, you got to have Dale.
Because he was fucking right. He's right.
Yeah.
After 20 years or whatever, fucking Dale Gribble, Rusty Shackelford was right about everything.
I mean,
Fuckers.
anybody can do the Hill impression, and Ben Boomhauer is just like mumbling and saying random crap. But like,
and I dang on Hank.
Hank Hill's easy. He's just like, oh damn it, Peggy, oh damn it, Bobby.
I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what.
It's not that easy. We don't do the impressions on this show. Brad does.
The propane and propane accessories.
We should have Brad do a Dale Gribble, and we can.
Oh, he could do it.
We can have him pitch to be Dale's new voice.
Yes, dude. Can you imagine? It won't happen. But
can you picture that?
Yeah. Well, no.
I know. We're not talking about it, but I am excited for the reskin.
Yeah, of course.
For what's possible for Rock and Roller Coaster. I'll save those thoughts for
I love Rock and Roller Coaster.
Yeah, you do.
That was the first inversion I ever did. The first time I ever went on a loop.
Oh, no shit. Coaster. Oh, wow.
I have a picture in my house now of, how old was I? Maybe 12, and Austin's like 6. Him and I walking under the arch, like with the upside down car.
Oh, cool.
And it's like him and I walking hand in hand under that arch.
Sure.
I have a picture in my house. We love that ride. That was Austin's first inversion. Like, it was all of our, like, and My dad's favorite band is Aerosmith. It's one of my favorite bands, maybe my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
But I am all for this. Like, I'm fine with retheming it. More than fine with making it Muppets.
Of course.
That is amazing. So, like, they can still do good things, and I can still say when they do good things. So,
although I did say
that's a good thing.
Retheme it to Dr. Teeth several times on the podcast.
Well, everyone has, too.
I
and
know.
That's when you get into the other side of things where they're not coming up with any of these ideas themselves. Monsters Inc. Roller Coaster. Well, many fans have said it, but literally me as an 8-year-old wrote them.
Stole it from Evan.
So that's not their own idea. Villain's Land, not their own idea. So they're doing great things, but they're still not their own ideas.
Sure.
So it's like,
sure.
It's a great idea. I'm glad they're doing something good, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
Rock and Roller Coaster starring the Muppets, amazing.
I got you.
They can do good stuff, and I will definitely always commend them when they do good stuff.
Okay.
So that's one thing that's sick.
That's right.
And change can be good. There's everyone out there, change is good. No, change can be good.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'm fine and very excited for changing Rock and Roller Coaster, but I'm not excited for other changes. So it is what it is. Yeah.
What else we got?
So we talked about the Ren helmet a little bit, or the Ren saber, but do you think the Ren helmet was a test to see if a Black Series is possible?
Probably.
To see if people wanted to buy this cheaper version?
Sure. Like, it's like the Galaxy's Edge version, right?
Yeah.
I saw somebody actually walking around with that dressed as a Knight of Ren in Galaxy's Edge not that long ago.
Ooh, nice.
It looked good next to it, so I would hope that Disney would give it the Black Series treatment, do a better quality.
Yeah,
I'm not a helmet collector, so it's like, doesn't mean much to me, but I'll stick with the sabers and figures.
Yeah.
So.
Like, we don't buy every single one of them. We buy all the ones that, like, characters that we like, but sadly, they've done a lot of the characters that we like, so it's don't be a completionist if you do it, but it's still kind of a tough collection to do because they take up
Jesus.
You good over there dropping?
I'm good. Shit's just falling everywhere.
Dropping all your data pads.
I guess so.
Data pads, data
Yeah,
pads. One's a data pad, one's a data pad.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but see, I stopped being I never was a completionist with the Legacy lightsabers, but one of our friends is, so he's been like, I gotta get Gungi now and the Ren at the same time.
Oh, I could say something about Gungi now after I've had some time to fuck with it.
I do want to buy the Ren helmet eventually, and we're going to, because Taylor wants it more than me, so we're gonna do it. I do want it. I'm not trying to say I don't want it, but I want it, but she wants it even more. But hopefully they make a Black Series so I can buy that one day.
So on our Life Day episode, we talked about how Brad and I bought Gungi's lightsaber. That was a surprise drop, and that's dropping tomorrow on Shop Disney.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And we were talking about how it was a surprise drop, and out of the two sabers that were available, that one was cheaper. And plus, I'm like, okay, I want to get that one. I collect as much as I can. Yeah. And when I got home and took it out and actually felt it, I'm very disappointed in that saber.
Yeah, disappointing wood.
Yes, yeah. I'm disappointed in that wood. I've had better wood in my life, Evan.
Yes.
I've had better wood in my life.
Just somebody else that we know.
Yeah.
From at least 3 of us.
Yep. That's 2 from him tonight, Kyle. You better come ready, Fourth Mother Box, to get your ass to Florida, okay? We could shut Fourth Mother Box down and you become a 4th host on Jedi Talk. Move to Florida, you fucking idiot.
I don't know if Brad would be okay with that.
Brad would be fine with Kyle.
I don't know. They would fight each other.
Yeah, they would. No, he would love that, actually.
There you go. True.
Yeah. So anyway, it does feel, all jokes aside, it feels cheap. It feels cheap.
Wow.
It's not. Did you pick it up? Did you feel it?
No.
All right.
Even when Justin was showing us the one he bought, the only thing that I saw that sucked after he told us was the bottom where the speaker is just exposed. It's come on, cover that up a little bit, guys.
I'm handing Evan the cheap wood.
Yeah, it just feels.
Do you see what I feel when you see?
Vinyl, not even vinyl, cheap.
No,
vinyl,
it's cheap plastic wood. I know that's plastic, and it doesn't feel pick up any other of those. And it feels like a lightsaber. That feels like a kid's toy.
The speaker and the plastic wood are the 2 things that suck. The rest of it, though, looks great.
And I know this
on top, the button, the emitter, being that curve.
And look, I know this is a kid's toy, but this is also a collectible.
It's $170.
I know that.
Not many kids' toys are $170.
Yeah, it feels like I bought that from Tatooine Traders and not.
Yeah.
Doc Ondar's. It's disappointing. It's the first saber I've been legitimately disappointed with out of Doc's. I thought about taking it back. I did. I really did to prove a point, but
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of green sabers, and just looking at it, I think it'll look good, like displayed, but just. Do you see what I'm saying though? It's just like this weird smoothness to it. It's
up
like
on a shelf where you're not handling it and feeling it. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be all right, but I might have to start field testing them there.
Yeah.
Because I just walk right to the register and say, yes, please. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
that's what we all do.
Yeah.
But like at that point, you got to be careful.
Now I'm
especially
like,
if they're 170. Remember back in the day, they're what 119,
Yeah.
120 or whatever it was. Like
Yeah, my first Vader one was probably about 120 or something.
man, those were the days.
I've said it before on the podcast, but I bought that in Savi's.
Yeah,
it was during COVID.
I bought Kylo in Savi's. That was the only one I bought in Savi's. But that was so cool just getting to go in there. I've only been in that building twice, when I built mine and when I bought Kylo's.
Yeah, we had to get a code to go in.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
You like knock on the back
Yep.
door and you had to say a phrase.
Yeah.
I forgot what mine was, but I said it somewhere on the show. So if I ever want to go back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot what my phrase was too.
That was so cool. It was like a backdoor speakeasy for a lightsaber. Like, I wish that could be a thing, not Savi's, but like in a different building.
That would be fucking
Maybe
cool.
that building by Olga's that was supposed to be like a weapons depot.
Oh yeah.
The one I think was supposed to be ran by a Transdoshan.
A Transdoshan?
Yes, I accidentally said that. Transdoshan. I'm glad you caught that.
Okay.
Can't let that slide.
No. Yes, a Transdoshan.
Yes. I mean, it could have been a Transdoshan.
It could have been. Yeah.
We'll never know.
We will never know because Disney didn't approve it.
No.
Disney didn't greenlight it.
Nope.
You fucks.
No.
Disney's anti-trans because they didn't greenlight that shop. There you
Take
go.
that and do what you will with it. But
Yeah.
but no, that would have been a cool place to do it. But
Evan's like, cancel them.
maybe.
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 Yeah. So, Skeleton Crew's exciting. Come next week. What else? Has been somewhat of a busy week with just like tiny shit.
We teased it like 50 minutes ago. Qui-Gon, what's going on?
Oh,
with
yeah.
What's going on with Qui-Gon? Speaking of merchandise that dropped on Life Day, that was bad.
Bad for others. So I was on the Reddit today, and I saw on the Galaxy's Edge subreddit somebody posted. Oh, this is fucking crazy that he's texting me right now. Somebody
Qui-Gon?
posted.
Qui-Gon's texting you?
No.
Oh, not Qui-Gon. Dang.
Somebody posted that the Holocron box set that they sold on Life Day.
It wasn't
big one.
400. I exaggerate. 375.
Oh,
Right?
it was expensive. It had
Yeah.
the 2 holocrons, every single kyber crystal,
Black one included.
the black one chases, and they had the character's name of who the kyber belonged to on
Yes.
the little case.
Yeah.
And the green one belongs to Master Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yes.
And this gentleman or woman on Reddit posted this picture of the one they purchased, and the Jinn in Qui-Gon Jinn was spelt like the alcohol.
The drink.
The drink.
Like, oh my God.
Gin instead of Jinn.
Oof.
I texted a mutual friend of ours who is the only one I know confirmed to purchase this. I said, does yours look like this? And I don't think that they were home to check, so hopefully they'll get back to me on that because
Aw,
I'm
man.
curious if it was all of them
Yeah.
or just the one.
I bet it was all
But
of them.
somebody goofed on letting that spelling
Yikes.
list. So either that person has like a rare, super, like expensive piece of memorabilia now because he's the only one that is misspelled, just like the what is it, Revenge of the Jedi or the Anakin Darth Vader variant that they screwed up on the TVC package.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of similar to that. So it's like I'm curious now. Did all of them have the misspelling that nobody caught yet?
I mean, even if it is all of them, it's still limited to what, 3,000? Maybe? I forget what it was. I think
That's
it was
true.
3,000?
Yeah.
But still, like, either way, I bet that's going to be expensive, man. You could sell just that one Kyber probably and make your money back.
That's true. Misspelled, maybe.
And then also, like, so is Disney going to reprint that or refund that? How is that going to go?
They got to refund it.
Yeah, if you want.
Or do they just like reprint the Qui-Gon crystal?
Maybe, but that's a lot to do. Got to reprint 3,000 of those.
Oh,
and track
it's
down
better than
the people that
reprinting a
bought
whole
them.
fuck ton of boxes.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know? Yeah.
So I don't know. That's a very interesting situation. Like, I don't know if we'll be able to follow how that plays out, but I want to follow how that plays out and just see what happens down the line.
Yeah. Well, more and more people that I find out actually bought it, I'm gonna ask them to look at it.
Yeah.
Like look at Qui-Gon's and tell me what it says.
I think the next time I'm going 2x2 is on December 5th. So I might check the
Walt's
Kyber
birthday.
Christ. Yeah, Walt and Rise's birthday and
His birthday too.
yeah,
Winston's birthday?
and my droid's not. I don't say birthday. What do I say for that?
Born Day?
Built Day.
Spark
or
Day?
Assembly Day is what I say for it.
Assembly Day.
Yeah.
Congrats on your Assembly Day.
EB's Assembly Day. So
EB.
that's the next time I'm there. I'll check the Kyber case that's on display and see.
Fuck
Just
yeah.
out of curiosity.
Fuck yeah. Do you know if they have an Agnon out during Jollywood?
I don't know, and I don't think so.
Probably not,
But I
right?
don't know.
Probably not, right?
Yeah. Our friend Brooke, ask her. She's covered it very extensively, and she spent a good chunk in Edge. And
Okay.
she even mentioned, she's like, I know I'm weird for going to Edge for the Jollywood, but I had to check it out. And I don't know. But she like walked into Oga's. Oga's had walk-ins and stuff. So
Okay. Maybe if we're over there, I'll sneak in and try one of the new drinks. But
yeah.
yeah, I don't see myself being over there a lot because I want to do all the Jollywood things.
Right. I
Yeah.
don't blame you. But
Like meet Doctor Strange for some fucking random reason.
yeah, that is right.
Why is he there?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go see him. It's the first time we ever got him in Disney World.
There's 5,000 Star Wars characters they could have put in, but no, they did Doctor Strange.
That I'm with you because like Doctor Strange is like he's obviously been in California forever.
He did have a show in Hollywood Studios back in the day.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, I guess if you want to make that
When?
connection. It was during the construction of Toy Story Land. So
Wow,
like,
I
it
don't
was
remember
like-
that.
But it wasn't fully closed off yet. So like if he was standing where the show was now, it'd be backstage. But like
Okay.
it was in the streets of America, like one of the last parts left before,
Oh,
before
wow.
they tore it down.
Oh yeah.
Because that's how like arguably themed it. Like, oh, it's like New York, Doctor
Yeah,
Strange.
yeah.
Like, it made sense.
Last time I was in the streets of America, I was during the Osborne lights.
Man, I never
Ugh.
got to see those.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's one thing I am very fortunate that I got to see.
Yeah, I'm upset. But
Yeah.
you can add that to the list then, people, if you want. But
But we got Galaxy's Edge out
see,
of it.
to me, that's one of the improvements. I've heard some people say it's not an improvement.
Oh, that's
Like,
bullshit.
"Ugh,
That's
ugh,
bullshit."
That's a hot take. But
It's a very
ugh.
hot take.
Yeah.
I mean, you just don't like Star Wars then, if you say that.
Even if somehow that you'd rather have the lights, those are only 2 or 3 months out of the year. So
True.
you'd rather have 2 or 3 months versus an entire year of something awesome.
Mhm.
I don't know if that mathematically
Yeah.
lines up. But
It does not math.
no, the math is not mathing, as the kids say. That's a whole nother tangent, which I'm trying to avoid. But if they're gonna do what they're doing, I still do not want this to happen. But this loses an expansion plot for Galaxy's Edge then. So
Oh, it does.
I would never want that to happen. But if you're gonna get rid of what you're getting rid of, and I'm just gonna say it, but I don't want to get on a huge tangent.
Sure.
If you're getting rid of the Muppets,
Was that the only
I don't want
expansion
Star
pad?
Wars- No, there's others, but like I don't want Star Wars to take over it. But now you lose that option. Star Wars can't take it over now. So
See, that's what that
Man.
I think that was the biggest one of the probably backdoor reasons. Hey, that I didn't want to that Muppets to monsters to go where Muppets were, when I wanted them to go where Launch Bay is.
yeah,
Is
100%.
because it's more. To me, it's natural that Galaxy's Edge just comes out a little more.
yeah, and connects to Star Wars.
Yeah,
Like,
so
yeah,
whatever.
and that's 2 huge Star Wars fans saying get rid of Launch Bay. We're
It's true.
begging you, get rid of Launch Bay. Like, come on,
Mhm.
guys. But yeah, so there's probably 2 Edge expansion pads, both smaller than that courtyard though. So you don't get a big expansion pad anymore.
I guess not.
That kind of sucks, but I still would not want it to happen. Like if they came
Right.
to me and said, "Do you want Edge to expand or close Muppets?" I would say no. But
Okay.
now we don't even get that option.
We
So,
do not. Do we get an option for any more news this week? To talk about anything else?
That is all the news, but I did want to mention that on Life Day I talked to Vi Marati, and she
Oh, hey.
was awesome. She was talking to me about some of the book characters. I've never had that happen.
Like who? Like
Never had
Cardinal?
that happen on stage. I've had when I used to work there. Vi backstage would talk about the book all the time.
Sure.
But on stage, as me as a guest, she was talking about Cardinal, which is like a lot of people know Cardinal. But
Sure.
She was talking about Zayd.
Oh.
If you remember Zayd
I
from
do,
the book.
yeah.
And Cree. I was like,
Incredible.
do you know? Are you reading my mind right now? Like, do you know I'm that much of a stupid nerd that you
Yeah.
want to talk about Zayd and Cree? So that was cool. That was like I've never had a Vi do that. So
Wow.
Vi has been reading her books.
Vi has been kicking ass. Yeah, I love Vi. We were the other day when I was hanging with Agnon over there by the Echelon. That Agnon and I gave each other a nod. We acknowledged each other
Yes, of
that
course,
night.
as you should.
I really hope he knows I'm not an asshole, for real. I really hope he knows that.
He knows you're not, dude.
Yeah. But anyway, you guys have been great. We've been Jedi Talk. Any last thoughts, Evan, before we wrap it up tonight?
Hey man, I know Skeleton Crew's coming up, but we said Andor's the next thing. Is Andor gonna tie up those flashback plots about finding his sister and about how he's been in this fight for 6 years old?
For you, yes.
Yeah, so no, they're not gonna.
I don't care about those things.
Well, you can't set something up and not pay it off.
They really didn't set it up, though.
Like his 1st
Let's talk
scene
about-
was, "I'm here to find my sister."
Shut up. That's my official response to that.
That's a legit critique, though. That's not just saying,
Sure,
it's
sure.
boring,
Yeah,
it's slow. That's
Let's-
my legit critique.
Hey, let's go back, and when we do our review of it, because we're going to do our commentary on it before it
True.
comes out, we will
True.
talk about that extensively.
Yes.
So
And see if his sister's in the background.
that's right. She might be.
Maybe that's how they solve it.
Yeah, help Jedi Talk find Andor's sister.
Yes.
So follow us again, Jedi Talk Podcast on Instagram, youtube.com/Jedi Talks. Thank you. As always, people, stay safe, and may the Force be with you.
Always and tabuite.
Rise, Jedi Knight!
I think I've been poisoned by my